Hey little buddy. Yeah, you. Are you tired of eternal summer? Are you? I see. How about snow for a change? Would you like that? Oh, you would. I see. How about living in eternal snowfall, where your fingers will never unfreeze and you shall never see the sun above your shoulders ever again? Oh, no? Well, screw you, for this is the City Skylines Snowfall Review by Sim Nation. Do you see that? It's snowing! Actually, yeah, that's bad acting, and also it's not snowing. It's freaking like 31 degrees Celsius right now, so... But yes, it's snowing in Snowfall, the second expansion pack from City Skylines. And the question, as always, is, should you buy it or not? And we will discuss whether you should or not at the end of this video. But before that, I want to talk about what I think about the game. But before that, let's quickly go over what's in the game for the paid content, the content you're gonna be getting for paying the expansion pack, because some of it is coming for free. Oh yes, that is right down my alley and to the left, and lock the door and don't let anybody in. That is exactly what. Yes, I like that. I definitely do. I dig it. I dig it all the way to China. So one of the main features, of course, is snow, which you can play if you play in one of the 3 maps that support snow. Everything will look snowy, and you're gonna see snow falling once in a while, which is going to increase the amount of snow that there is on the roads. And of course you need to use snow plow, which is a mechanic introduced in this expansion pack only for this kind of maps, of course, you know, there's no real reason why. I mean, yeah, we'll talk about that later. You also get road maintenance, which increases very slightly the speed on which cars can move. We'll talk more about that later. But also regarding snow, although it does affect any kind of map, it just gets worse on snowy maps because it's colder, is heating. Now you have to provide heating for your citizens. Well, not really, because they will just use electricity to provide themselves with heat, but you can boil water and send it through very expensive and very cool looking pipes throughout the city. I'm not sure the benefit, but you can. We'll talk more about that later. There's also trams, which is kind of cool, because I was actually hoping they will eventually get trams, because I love them on SimCity, and they work pretty much the same way, except that you actually have to you can't leave the ends just unfinished like on SimCity. You actually have to connect the end back into the line somewhere, right? You gotta make like a full circle. So it's a very cool, nice looking tram, and it looks low tech for my opinion, but it's alright. I mean, it looks realistic and it's kind of nice. I actually enjoy following it around. So it's nice. So yeah, we're following the tram all the way, just in case you wanted to know what was gonna happen. Look at all the peeps getting on the new released tram. We're gonna go all around the city, just going around. Hello, park. This is a tram. You also get new parks and some tourism and leisure buildings, 2 of them actually. The ice hockey court, I'll call it court, I don't know how it's called. Or the snow skating one, or the what do you call it? What the Canadian people want to clean their houses, but they don't want to clean the houses, they want to go somewhere public to do it. Curling, that thing. And also some various parks like the campfire, which could have been on the regular map, by the way. I don't know why it's bound to only snow maps. The ice sculpture park as well, which looks nice during the night, not really during the day, because ice doesn't look like ice really. It looks like metal. And a few more parks really. You get like 5-6 parks. It's good. It's good. By the way, there is a couple of features that I shouldn't be talking about this, because I think they come for free to the expansion pack, or let's say they come for free as a patch for everybody. But this is, of course, the cheaper hats, which is kind of nice to be able to set you know, the hats that you want for cheaper. Maybe somebody else can mod other kind of hats. They're kind of like nice looking. And the other much more needed, although there was a mod to sort of deal with this, and I don't know if they just took the idea from that mod, is, well, the transport UI or extended transport UI mod. Basically, this feature has been now implemented into the game. They probably coded it, you know, from scratch, but it's basically that functionality a little bit improved, if you may, with day and night settings for bus lines, so you can have only, you know, daytime or nighttime bus line, which I think the mod wasn't showing. I think you had to click a bus to do that. But again, this is one of those features that you don't need. There's no difference in day or night bus lines. There is no reason why to have this. But anyways, they put it anyways. But I reiterate, this is not part of the expansion pack. It comes as a free patch, but I figured it was worth mentioning. And you also get new chirps. And you also get no, that's it. All right, well, let's just talk about what I think, shall we? So I want to make some points on what I think of all this, and then we will use this knowledge to jump over to the whether you should buy it or not section. So first off, it is really hard for me, maybe Jan too, but for different reasons. It is hard for me to get excited about this expansion pack. There are several reasons. First off, I don't live in a place where there's snow. As you can see, it's freaking summer. It reaches like 40 degrees Celsius. I don't like snow either. Like I go to a snowy place, I'm cold. I want to go home, right? So that's a personal thing, okay? You can't hang on to that. But still, I still like to see snow once in a while. And the snow in there I don't feel like it's necessarily pretty. Even when it snows, I don't feel like, oh, it's pretty. No, it's not really pretty. It's just, you know, After Dark had like beautiful nights with beautiful lights. It was a freaking orgasm, a freaking nerdgasm to see it. This was just white poop all over the place. That's really how I saw it. It didn't look precious to me. Nothing really looked good. In fact, snow on the roads looked like smudge. Snow looks like smudge in general. The sky, the new skybox looks beautiful. There is no question about that. Rain looks beautiful as well, which comes for the. I forgot to mention that, but it comes for the free. I mean, if you don't buy it, it comes for free. Both Mist, which I haven't seen yet. I don't know how to make it come up. Playing many days and regular maps, I just have not seen it. But I've seen Rain. It looks beautiful. Rain looks beautiful. I would definitely not get the expansion pack and still download the patch just to see the Rain because it's amazing. But that's only on non-snowy maps, okay? So the most beautiful thing is non-snowy maps, but we'll talk about snowy maps later. Focusing on snow, really, it's not really exciting. And then the features themselves are not exciting either. The features are not exciting. Okay, so snow piles up. Well, what's the downside of snow piling up? Well, it just decreases by 10% the speed of cars. That's boring, right? Well, now you can also increase this condition of your road, right? Going from normal to optimized. Well, what does it do? Well, increases 10% the speed of cars. Okay. That's not really exciting either, okay? Oh, now you have heating. Okay, that's great. So what's gonna happen? Well, if you don't heat your houses, they will use power. Okay, what if I deny power from them to use it for heating? There's an ordinance for it. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. The game doesn't say what happens if I don't provide heating. I don't even think like Jan knows. Let's see if I can call him. Hey Jan.
Hey.
Do you know what happens in Snowfall if you do not provide heating to your citizens and you deny them from power? Do you actually know what happens? If they're not heated. You don't know? Do you know? I mean, don't guess. Do you know?
They just get sick more.
They
just get sick more.
But that is an assumption or that is a fact you know?
I haven't tested listed it, but I think they mentioned they just get Sycamore.
Okay, so you've read it on a devlog.
I think it was in one of the comments somewhere.
Oh, okay, in the comment. All right. All right, now we're gonna call Fallon, and we're gonna see if I don't know if she's like sleeping or working or what.
Hello?
Oh, then I think she was sleeping. Hey, Fallon.
Hi.
Hi. Were you sleeping?
Yeah.
Do you know what happens if you don't provide heating to your citizens in Snowfall?
They freeze to death?
That's a nice assumption. Well, I don't know if Fallon counts because she doesn't play the game. But anyways, no one knows, okay? So my point is, this is gonna come later, but there's no feedback as to what's going on with heating. Like, why do I care about these features? I'm gonna bring back a game that some of you don't like when I do. Some of you may hate the game. But anyways, it got some points right and it's worth taking note. SimCity Cities of Tomorrow expansion pack brought to the table new stuff you could do to your city that were clearly solving existing issues that you had, right? Or if they introduced new problems, they provided with clear solutions to them, not just a 10 or 20% buff or a slightly higher chance of this or that happening. In example, and I know this is all futuristic, but it does not mean it cannot be done with contemporary items or buildings, all right? You got the garbage atomizer, which would delete altogether garbage instead of transforming it into air pollution like the incinerator does. You got the ground scrubber, which would extract the ground pollution and dump it to the air as air pollution. You would have the maglev, like a new very quick transportation system, or even the sky bridges, which were super fast transportation systems for cars, right? You would also have drones that once they started to go to citizens' homes, they wouldn't leave the home at all anymore to buy stuff, reducing the traffic that you would see on the roads, right? Because these drones would actually travel on top of the roads. They wouldn't actually be part of the traffic. So these were all very clear, crystal crisp, clear advantages that you were injecting into your city. That's why they were exciting. That's why whenever you unlock this and you go like, I'm gonna put this in, and it was just great because it had true impact that you could measure very quickly, or just by reading the description, you go, I need this. While if they tell you cars are gonna go a little bit faster if you do this, or they're not gonna slow down as much if you don't do that, it's not exciting really. It's just there, you know. It's like a right. And really with snow piling up, really the reason why you want to put just snow plows every single corner of your city and just spend all of your budget in there is just so you don't see the annoying notifications of freaking roads covered with snow. Because I don't care about cars going slower, I just really don't like having a bunch of notifications about snow. So really the experience with snow was not really engaging. It didn't make me feel more interested in my city, but instead it just gave me more problems, more annoying problems, not puzzle problems you want to solve, but annoying problems. How could snow could have been better? Well, what if, you know, eventually so much snow would pile up on some corners, right, of streets that some roads would be just completely inaccessible, right? That's a true, meaningful feedback that you can give to the player, telling, hey, you need a snowplow, right? Because cars are getting stuck, or they have to deviate and go through another route to get here, right? Like they have to actually take other path to reach the same destination, making everything worse. Like that would be meaningful, right? But 10% increase, it's really not that interesting. And that is across the board with all of the features that you see in this expansion pack. Now, the other thing is that if you buy this expansion pack and you get tired of snow, which would never go away, I barely mentioned this, but I think everybody knows by now, snow never goes away, it's just always there, right? You either play with snow or don't play with snow at all. Once you decide not to play with snow, you are not playing the expansion pack, okay? Similar to After Dark, right? In some sense, it's similar to After Dark, but the option of going tourism and leisure was, you know, something you can do at any time, and just about any city could have a touristic section of it, right? But this is sort of like a long-term commitment. Before you even start your city, you have to decide what kind of map you're going to be playing on, and that's going to define what features you're going to be accessing to, what kind of parks you're going to have. And if, you know, you get tired of it, you're not going to be able to switch back, right? So in some sense, this is not adding to your City Skylines experience. It's, in some way, you could look at this as a standalone expansion pack, only that it's not. It requires the base game, but you're definitely playing on a separate sandbox whenever you are playing Snowfall, okay? Because the free features are coming, you know, for regular maps, right? I think heat is the only feature that comes with the expansion pack that you also see in normal maps, as well as trams. So if you don't like snow, this expansion pack would cost you $14 for trams and heating. Overall, right, and this is more than just this expansion pack, and I'm starting to get worried because I care, not because I hate the game, but because I care. Otherwise I wouldn't be spending time of my life on this. If like all they seem to be doing really is just adding features, they're throwing them out there, but they're not thinking through how is this meaningful, and they're not making them meaningful, okay? It's not clear to me why would I want heating. It's not clear to me why I would want to improve the roads. It's not that they even look ugly when you don't, right? They could have easily added cracks, just like they added snow dynamically. They could have added cracks dynamically on the roads if, you know, they are not maintained. And that would be a great reason why to do maintenance, right? I would want to do maintenance because that's a clear advantage. But a 10% buff. So should you buy this expansion pack or not? Personally, because I'm not a big fan of snow, and all of the features are locked in snow maps that I can't just, you know, it's not a cycle. I would love snow if it was a cycle on my existing city. So I love to see change. I mean, I love to see change. That's one of the reasons why I insisted that the game needed the NI cycle, because it keeps the city changing, right? And morphing. And this would have been even better because it even changes the game mechanics, right? Because you gotta deal with snow and all that. Even if it's not great mechanic, at least it's something. But it's really an aesthetic thing, and it's locked into a freaking map, okay? So if it's not part of a cycle, I would personally not buy it, okay? I have it because they were kind enough to give us at Simulation a press copy, but personally, I mean, I would have not buy it because really, why am I keeping off it? I'm keeping heating, which I really don't think I need because I don't like the mechanic. It's not clear. I don't know what it does. And then, you know, trams is really the other feature that you could use in the maps that I do like to play on, right? Which are the beach ones and so on. And for the, I mean, $14 is a lot of money for trams. If you're willing to play endlessly on a snowy map, okay, because you love snow, then this expansion may be good for you, okay? You just have to bear in mind it's purely aesthetic, and you're gonna get some purely aesthetic parks that go with it, right? But the moment you don't play this, you're for the most part not playing this expansion pack, okay? That is what you have to bear in mind. And that is what you should ask yourself. Are you gonna be playing $15 worth of time on snowy maps? Or you're just gonna try it out and then go back to the regular ones? It's really a personal decision. Rain is coming for free, which looks great. So that is like one of the features I like the most out of this expansion pack was rain. I kid you not, it was rain. And that is actually free. So yeah, that's one hell of a conclusion for a review. I never just sit there like, I don't know. This is new. So yeah, well, if you would like to see more simulation awesomeness, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also have a website on which we publish everything, as well as our curated mods gallery for City Skylines. We also cover SimCity and The Sims and so on. We also have a forum, and we stream about 2 times a day on Twitch. Twitch.tv/SitNationTV, and we also have a Twitter. We're everywhere. We're freaking everywhere until we conquer the world and cheese, because we want to conquer cheese. That is all for this review of City Skylines Snowfall. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Oh, this is the most satisfying thing ever. We are God in SimCity 4. Wow, that was loud. Oh, you're gonna eat that, huh? You're gonna eat it. I see. What? Nothing. Okay.
And now she is tossing that salad with her... Stop sticking your finger in your ear! Alright, she's tossing the salad with her earwax.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
It doesn't really well. Okay.
Oh, they're coming for you, Pablo!
Shit,
Run!
Oh, yeah. These road trips, man, are killing me. Anyway, let me know whenever we are recording. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Extended Play. I'm your host, this is Stuart, and that is a fancy sign. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.